Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to learn how to import green screen footage inside Element 3D. So first take a look what we are going to create. Okay, so for this tutorial we need a green screen element. So I'm using this footage and I am download this footage from YouTube, and I am also give the link in the description, so you will get this from there. So first we key out the green color here and then we do the rest of the tutorial. So for this I'm going to use this footage, and now I'm drag this footage into a new composition here. So but this green screen footage is evenly green, so it is very easy to out the green color here, but sometimes we have so many other green tone in different sides, so it is very difficult to key out all the green color. So I am came up with a solution that can help to rid of the other green tone from your footage. So we can directly use key light here, but I'm not going to use key light indirectly. I'm show you other techniques to rid of the green color here. Okay, so for this I'm going to go first to the effect and go to the keying. First we use this linear color key, so just click on this, and here is some color, three types of color picker, that is select, and then if you want to add other color you can use this plus color picker here, and if you accidentally choose wrong color here you can also delete this by using this minus color picker here. So first we select this and pick a color from here. Okay, so you will see there are so many green color that disappear because we picked this color by using this color picker, and if you switch this transparency switch here you will see our scene look more transparent here. Okay, but first we disable this and again we add some other color. So here is the color, so we select this plus color picker here and select the color from here. Okay, so you will see it looks very clean here. Okay, but our scene is also transparent here, which we don't want. So now we firstly pre-compose this and select this option here, that is the move all attributes, and now hit OK, and then again go to the effect, and now we go to the matte, and there is the option that is the simple choker. Okay, and now we decrease this choke matte amount here like this, and you will see there are thin line of green color here. Okay, so now we again recompose this again, so just Ctrl Shift and press C, and again we move all the attributes here, and now we go to the effect and then we go to the keying, and now we going to use the key light effect here. Okay, and now select this color picker here and we just pick this color. Okay, so now you can see this look nice, and we rid of all the green here, and after that we also use matte choker again, because if you see there are some white lines in the edges, so we also get rid of these white edges. We're going to select this and then go to the effect and go to the matte and simple choker, and if you increase this choke amount you will see you get rid of those white lines. Okay, so now it look nice. So if we toggle this transparency switch here you will see, but there is also some transparency in her leg and the body and also face also, so we have to fix this as well. So select this and just duplicate this, and you will see it is more darker and we get rid of those transparency, and there are also some transparency, but it will not affect our final footage. So this is how we can key the green color from the green screen footage, and it is very useful in your different green screen footage, because sometimes we have so many noise in the green screen, so it will also help in that cases also. So now we can directly use this footage in our Element 3D world, but as you can see, we input so many effects here. So if we directly use this footage in Element 3D layer, maybe it will crash the system, or maybe it is very slow to render in RAM preview. So one thing we have to do, that we can render this out as well as including its transparency. So we can render it as a PNG sequence. So how we can do this? So just go to the add to render queue here, go to the output module, and here you can find this PNG sequence. But if you just press OK, it will not have its transparency. So we have to change something here, that is the channels. It is called RGB, but we have to choose this RGB plus alpha, and it will automatically change to million color plus. Okay, so now hit OK, and then you choose the folder where you want to export this PNG sequence. So we don't need to create any folder, because in earlier version we need to create a folder, but in this version of After Effects, they automatically create a folder, and inside this folder you will find all the frame of your PNG sequence. So this is how you can key out the green color here. So now next step is creating the Element 3D world, that is this Element 3D world, and then we put the green screen element inside this world. Okay, so now first we create a new composition for this. So create a new composition. Maybe our composition size will be 1920 by 800, and the frame duration will be 10 seconds or so, or you can change it what time you want. And now we first create a solid for our Element 3D layer. So create a solid and go to the effect and presets panel, select element, and because I already render our PNG sequence, so I don't have to render this PNG sequence again, but I'm show you how it look like. So if you this is look something like this, and it also have the transparency. Okay, so once you render this PNG sequence, you can just go to the import section here, and here is all the PNG sequence. When you render it, looks something like this, and so many frames here. You just have to do one thing, that select the first frame here and make sure that you check this box here, that is the PNG sequence checkbox. If you not check this box, it will only import only one image here. So you have to check this box here, that is the PNG sequence, and then you have to click here, that is the import. Okay, so it will import, and it is look something like this. So one thing you have to do before you import it into your composition, that is first you have to right click here and go to the interpret footage, go to the main, and here from you can select this frame rate here, and if your frame rate is 23 frame per second, you have to change this as well, so that is 23.976, and now hit OK, and then you import it into your composition here. Okay, so this is look something like this. Okay, so but you can see this is in slow motion, because our actual footage was 30 frame per second, but when you change it to 24 frame per second, it slow down the video here. So it look also cool, but if you don't want this, you can change the time from here. That is, go to the layer, go to the time, and go to the time stretch, and you can decrease the factor. That is, maybe if you decrease it to 50%, you will see it can run faster. Okay, so this is how you import the PNG sequence into your composition. Okay, so first we go to the scene setup. So select the scene setup switch here, and here is we are in element 3D. So first we create a plane. So select this plane and increase the scale to maybe something very high amount. So let's put some texture here. So I'm going to use the Pro Shader collection from VIDEOCOPILOT and go to the ground and maybe go to the concrete and select this. Just apply it here. Okay, and then we go to its UV repetition and increase this value to maybe 40 by 40. Okay, so now we put some wall in those sides. So select this box here and just decrease this Z scale value here, and also go to this alignment, select this bottom. Okay, and now move it to the back side here, and then we increase the scale like this. Okay, and also decrease this chamfer. Okay, so now we put some texture here as well. So maybe we can use this texture, and again we go to its UV repetition value and increase this like this. Okay, and now we duplicate this by pressing Alt and hold the Alt and drag this axis here, and now we rotate it and press Shift to snap it in a particular angle like this, and also duplicate it one more time for this left side. Okay, and now again we select this base layer, that is the bottom part, that is the floor. Press Ctrl and click on this, and it will select this bottom floor here, and just drag the y-axis to the upside like this. Okay, but from the below we can see this, because go to its material setup and go to the settings and enable this drop back face switch here. Okay, so this looks something like this, and now we put some light here. So I'm using the backlight lights from VIDEOCOPILOT, and here is the light arrays 2K, and I'm using those lights. Just select and it will appear here, and now we rotate this like this and just place it here like this, and you can place it here and duplicate this, duplicate one more time, just to make a light field here like this, and then we can select all the lights and put it in a group, and then you select the group and duplicate this in multiple times like this, so you will get a very nice looking backlight like this. And I'm pressing Alt to duplicate this and drag the axis Okay, so this look awesome. And if you want, you can change the light color here. Go to its diffuse channel here, and if you just decrease the saturation, it will begin to white. And if you can change the color from here. If you want a blue color, you can change this from there. Okay, so this look nice. And one thing you can see, if we move the camera, well, it look nice, but sometimes if you see some glitches, you can also just drag the Z axis here so it can separate from the background layer. Okay, so now we select this light and rotate it in this angle, and now we place it here. Maybe we increase the scale like this, and this is all depends on you which kind of light you want. So just play with it and make your own design, and just show you the technique like this, and also do the same for yes, you can see some glitches from here in those lights. So if you have the same problem, just select all those groups of light like this, pressing shift and select the group of light, so it will select all the group folder. And once you select all the group folder, just select this Z axis and just move it a little bit. Okay, so now you can see there are no glitches. Okay, but make sure that you move very slightly, not much. See, if you move slightly, it can move so much, so make sure that you can move it very precisely. So again, if you want, you can go to the top view here, and you can see here is our background wall, and there is all the groups. So make sure that you place it here. Go the perspective, and you can also move it here. So if you deselect the bottom plane here for now and select all the lights, first we collapse all the lights folder, and then we select all the lights. Okay, and now you can move it very precisely. Okay, so go to the top view and then go to the perspective. You will see there are no glitches. Okay, so again we turn on the top ceiling here, and here we are. So now again we go to this light array and just duplicate it and place it here as well. Okay, so this look amazing. Okay, so now if you want, you can turn on the reflectivity mode for the ground plane, but we have to finish the setup, then we can enable this. Okay, so now we put some other elements. So that is I am going to use some VIDEOCOPILOT rooftop toolkit, so and use those barrels. So select this and increase the scale and place it somewhere in the right side, and also duplicate this and also rotate it and place it here. If you want, you can place it in different position as well. Duplicate it again and place it here maybe, and also rotate this like this. Okay, and also use those pipes, but we have to first select the group folder and then import the pipe here, and then increase the scale, normalize the size and reset the scale, then increase this. So now you can place it here, maybe decrease the scale. So again we duplicate this, place it here, and again duplicate this, place it at the very back side here, again duplicate this, place it here, duplicate it again, place it here. Okay, so now we can use some rooftop AC unit also. So first we increase the scale, then we rotate this and place it here. Maybe those vents can blow some smoke elements to our scene. So again duplicate this and rotate it this way and place it here. And you can, if you want, you can rotate the vent of fan as well, because if you go to this mesh view here, you can see there are some groups for other elements. So here is the group for the blades. So if you can place this blade to another auxiliary channel, you can rotate those fans as well, but I'm going to not doing this here because I'm only focused on the green screen for this tutorial. But this is look amazing for now. So if you want, you can put other elements in your scene, but for the time being this look nice. So for this, now we're going to select our bottom plate here and go to this view, go to the material setup, and then we first go to the model and go to the reflectivity mode and select this mirror surface. Okay, so you will get mirror reflection, but first we go to this concrete and go to the reflection mode, increase the reflectivity and decrease the normal bump amount, and go to this glossiness, increase the glossiness little bit, so we'll get a nice reflection in our surface. So again we do the same to the top ceiling here. So select this, and but we don't have to do the same work here. First just delete this and select this floor and just duplicate this. Okay, just like this. So you will get the same result for our ceiling as well. So this look amazing. So now if we hit OK here, and first we disable this green screen footage for this time being, and now we go to the layer, new, and create a camera and hit OK and select the camera tool, and you will see this look amazing, right? So now we have so many lights in the background, so we have to input light accordingly here. So we not going to put a single light, but we have to input some multiple lights in our scene. So first we go to the element layer here, and then we go to the utility. First we select this select 2D position, and maybe we select here and create and click on the generate, so it will create a null object. And if you're not seeing any guidelines here, it because you hide this, so we have to unhide this guide layer. So press Ctrl Shift and then H, so it will show all the guide layers in our composition. So now we go to the layer and create a light for our scene, and for this case we're going to use a spotlight. So but there is a shadow darkness is 1000%, we have to change this to maybe 200, and now hit OK. And then we go to this element 3D position number 1 and press P to bring the position value, and select this and just copy this and select this light and press P and paste it here. Okay, and now press R and rotate the light little bit, something like this. Okay, and then we delete this, and again we go to the element layer and select other lights here, and then generate. And first to duplicate this light, and then press P to the element position, copy this and paste it here for the second light, something like this. And again go to the rotation and rotate it, so you can see it going to create other light source in our scene. So now again delete this and go to the element layer and again do some other position here, and you can select all the lights if you want a better result, but for the timing I'm going to use the only few lights here. So but you will get the idea. So generate and then duplicate it again, and then copy the position value and paste it in the light like this, and again we can rotate it like this, and again do the same for the last light here, and duplicate this, press P, copy this and paste it here just like that, and again rotate this. Okay, so we have 4 lights in our scene. So you can do other also for those lights, but I'm not going to do this here because it will take little time, and I think this tutorial going to be long. So if you select the element 3D layer and go to the render setting and go to the shadow, and if you enable this, you will see this more diffuse shadow from the 4 lights. Okay, so this look amazing, and if you change this sample I mean the map size to 4K, you will see more nice results. You can see this look amazing. I mean you get other shadows from different angles because we have 4 lights in our scene, so this create a nice results. So again we can enable the ambient occlusion switch as well. So select this and it will create a little bit of contact shadow, and this look amazing. And if you want you can change it to ray trace if you want, but I think it is the normal ambient occlusion will work properly, so you don't need to heavy your scene by using the ray trace here. But if you want or if your PC is very high-end PC, you can use ray trace as well. But this render is very fast because I am in the full resolution and I am still move around very easily. So this look amazing. So now if you duplicate our element 3D layer, and now if we go to the output and only select the illumination, and then if we apply any glow effect here, that is I am using the optical glow here, and if you increase the glow size here, and if you change the color, if which color you want, it's all depends on you. And then if we change the blending mode to add, we'll see it create a nice glow for our scene. Okay, so you can also change these highlights only like this. Okay, so this look nice, but we're going to disable this glow layer for the time being. Okay, so now we do the main work, that is importing any green screen here footage here. So that is our green screen element. So first we drag it in the up side here, and first we change the footage from 2D to 3D. But before we do that, we do one thing, that is we have to change this anchor point. Okay, so select this pen behind tool here and select this anchor point and place it at the very bottom here where is the fit here. Okay, so now we select this and toggle this switch. If you not find the 3D switch here, just toggle this and just enable this 3D switch here. Okay, so now we have something like this, but our scene is black. I mean our black screen footage is black because we have light in our composition, and this is a 3D layer, so it affects the light. So press, after selecting this footage, press AA and disable this except light to off. Okay, so now we get our 3D mode, I mean this footage here. So first we place our footage somewhere in the scene, so we have to define this particular place here. So we select this element layer and go to utilities, and there is the option that I also used in earlier. So just select this, and if you want to place your green screen footage here, you can select here and just click on generate, and it will create a null object which holds the position. Now press P and copy this value and go to your green screen footage, press P and paste it here. Okay, so here is your footage. But one thing, if you notice that it is very fast to render because we already bake our green screen footage with its transparency, so it is very fast to work with. So now you can understand why I baked the green screen footage in earlier. Okay, so now you can see our footage is stick at that position. Okay, so but if you see, you can see it is not appear behind this pipe because I choose this position, so I can show you how you can put your green screen footage behind these bars. So but also we need other things, that is the shadow and the reflection of the green screen footage. Okay, so we can do everything one by one. So first we select our green screen footage, and you can, if you want to move, you can move your footage anywhere you want by using those axis handles here. And if you put it here, you can do this also. Okay, so first we go to the element layer, because now we going to create shadows and the reflection of our green screen footage. So first we select our element layer, then go to the custom layer and go to the custom texture map, and we select our footage, green screen footage here. Okay, so now we go to the scene setup. So here we are in element, and first we create a plane and drag this plane out from this group and place it to group number 2. Okay, like this. And now we rotate this, okay, and place it here. Now we go to its material setup here and go to the diffuse channel and select this here. Okay, so now we have our green screen footage here, but we have the black, we need it as transparent. So one thing we have to do, that go to its settings tab here, and there is the option called alpha threshold. So just increase this, so you will get only the green screen footage, not the other part. But if you go see from the back side, you're not able to see this, because we have to go to the very bottom and select this draw back face. So now you will see this. Okay, but our model is somewhere in floating, so we have to fix this. So first we select this plane model here, and there is an option that is the anchor point XYZ position. So we need to change this anchor point first, like this. So change this anchor point to here, and then we place this at the bottom. So you can do it very easily if you change this view to front view, and now you can place it at the very bottom here. Okay, and now go to the perspective again. So now we press OK here, and we will see there is this plane, and it have its reflection and the shadows. So now we have to place it exactly the same position here, and also match the height and the scale as well. So first we go to the element layer and go to the group number 2 and create a group null for our scene, for this model only. Okay, so now press P, and here is the actual position of our green screen footage. So just copy this position and paste this position value to our group number 2. Okay, and then we increase the scale. So you have to very precise here, because we have to match the scale of our green screen footage as well as the 3D model here, that is the 3D plane here. So first we select the scale and delink and unlink this all the axis value scale values by pressing here. So now we decrease the Y scale value like this. Just match the size and also decrease this. Okay, You don't need to be very precise here because it is only the reference for the shadow here. So once you satisfy with the size and shape, now we go back to the element layer again and go to the scene setup. Now we go to its material setup here and go to the very end here, and there is the option called visible to camera. So we just uncheck this. So in this way it will be no longer to visible to our camera, but the shadow and the reflection only visible to the camera. Okay, so now you can see this is not visible to our camera, but the shadow is still here. So now if we move our green screen footage, you can see the shadow is not stick to our footage. So we have to link this. So undo this, and this is the group 2 null object, and it controls all the information about the group 2 model. So just select this link switch here and just link with our green screen footage. So now if we move our green screen footage, you will see the shadow also moving. Okay, and if you look closely, you will see there are some reflection as well. Okay, so this look amazing, and if you want, you can put the group 2 model here, and you can get a nice shadow, and go to the green screen position, and if you place it here, and you will get a nice shadow as well. Okay, so this look amazing. So now we create the shadow, but our image still in the front of the foreground object. So we have to fix this as well. So first we duplicate our element layer. Okay, and then we place it at the top of our green screen footage, and then we go to the output and then go to the world position. Okay, so here is the world position pass, and you can select the world position by placing this world position Z mat here. So you can see that there is our green screen footage position. So we have to decrease the matte feather if you want a very tight result here. And now we go to our green screen footage and toggle this switch and just change the transparency, track matte to luma matte inverted. So now you can see our green screen footage is behind the foreground objects. But one thing, if you notice that once you change the position like this, if you place it behind those barrels, but you can still get the same problem that the barrels is not front of our green screen footage, but it is not look real. So you also need to link the world position pass with the green screen footage. So one thing you have to do that, first we undo this all and go to this element layer that have this world position pass, and there is an option called create world position null. So expand this and create a world position null pass here, and then we select the world position pass and link with our green screen footage here. So now our world position is linked with our green screen, so you can move your green screen footage anywhere and you can see it can interact with the 3D object in your scene. So you can see, if you place here, you can place in the middle of the pipes and it will still intersect with all the objects, because our matte layer is linked with the green screen. So this is very handy to place your object. Once you set up your entire scene, you can place your object anywhere you want without worry about set up all the things again. So this is very useful technique. Okay, so this is how you can place your green screen footage anywhere you want. But one thing, that if you see your footage from the back side, you will lose, I mean, if you first you go to the half resolution here, and if you place our green screen footage here, and place it here like this, and now if you go to the see from the back side, you can see something, this kind of weird thing that we don't want. So if you go to the matte layer, and there is an option called invert from back, just select this and I will see this same effect from the back side as well. So again we go to our front view here, so now you can understand how to import the green screen footage inside Element 3D, and this is all easy to make this setup. And once you set up, you will not have to change anything. Just if you want to place your green screen footage anywhere you want, just move your green screen footage and all the settings will update accordingly. So this is very nice. So I hope you love this technique, and if you find this useful, you can make your own scene by this technique. So this is it, and now you can make a camera animation if you want. So maybe select this camera and press A and P, and then make some keyframe here, and then we select the very end frame and make a camera movement here. This, so you will get a nice camera animation as well. Okay, so take a quick ramp review here. Okay, so this look amazing. So now if you want, you can turn on this glow layer as well, and you can see a nice glow to our scene. And now if you still see some transparency in our footage that we have here, so you can just duplicate our green screen footage like this, and you will get rid of those weird transparency in your scene. and you will get a nice clean green screen footage here. So this is it, and I hope you will like this, and if you like this, please do subscribe this channel, and we will see in the next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.